We are in South Bozeman. We're about to build a dock over the water on this pond. It's going to be a fixed dock. We're going to use helical pals for foundation. We're using hot dip galvanized helical pals for corrosion resistance since we're near the water. We have our equipment right here ready to install the pals. We have We have 4 helical pals driven into the lake bottom, approximately 7 foot deep, and we have our beam set in place. We're ready to frame our 10 foot by 10 foot dock. Morning of day number 2 and final day, we're going to anchor the dock in the shoreline. We're going to tape our flat blocking and start installing boards. We're installing TREX Transand Havana Gold for field boards, and we're doing a picture frame out of spiced rum. For fasteners on this project, we're using a system from Simpson Strong Tie. It's called a DCU system. We're starting with a 2 3/4 inch deck screw. Those are available in epoxy coated 305 stainless or 316 stainless. You want to use 305. You want to use a minimum of 305 if you're near water, or 316 if you're near salt water with salt spray. The screw themselves come with a epoxy color head that you would be matching to your decking material. In this case, we're using the DCU screw plug system, which means that we're going to be setting those screw with the drive tool, which will set the screw at the right depth. That will allow us to install the composite plug on top of it to conceal the screw head. These composite plugs are cut out of the same material as our decking, which in this case happens to be TREX Transand Spice Rum. For fascia, we're using the Simpson Strong Tie fascia board screws. Those are only available in 3/16. This is an 1 3/4 screw, also with a color matching head. You want to use the Simpson counterbore bit. It's a high quality metal bit that will do 2 things. It will first bore a main hole for the shaft of the screw, and then do a counterbore for the screw head itself. The hole it creates in the fascia is bigger than the screw shaft itself. This is really important. It gives the fascia the ability to move as it expands and contracts. With weather conditions, you want that fascia to be able to move and do what it wants to do without putting too much pressure on the fasteners themselves. In a regular decking application, you have gravity and the fastener pulling the boards in the same direction, which is straight down to the ground. With fascia, you have gravity pulling the boards in one direction and your fastener pulling perpendicular to it. So you want to be really careful with your fascia installation. Almost done with the boards on the main level, getting ready to frame and install the steps. This dock is a fixed dock, 10 foot by 10 foot. Fixed meaning it is not floating, so it does not adjust and floats with the level of the water. So it only works if the fluctuation of the water level stays manageable compared to your dock height. We have some steps over there. This decking is TREX Transand and Havana Gold for the field boards, and spiced rum for the border. We have a picture frame, a single board picture frame border. We have butt joints on the picture frame as opposed to miter, because those last longer and look better in the long run. TREX 1x8 fascia all around. And that's about it.